Looking out the ferry window on the way to Vancouver Island, it's easy to leave the city of Vancouver behind. Word of an ancient forest recently discovered intact is making headlines, as 73% of productive old growth on the island has been logged, according to the Sierra Club. Winding logging roads run through the heart of the island to Avatar Grove, nestled on the southwest coast near the town of Port Renfrew. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better tour guide than TJ Watt, who discovered the grove in 2009.
I knew right away that it was going to be a huge, huge hit, because there's just... we didn't know of anything else like that you could get to so easily. That's what makes this place great, because here, pretty much you can get to it in anything. We've had people bike to it. I'll tell you more later. Right now, this is an awesome view. Check out this way. Look at the color of the water out there. And the crazy thing is, like at low tide, then sometimes you get the elk walking through the estuary there. A little squishy up here. Yeah, pretty much everything's just in all different states. You got little trees just starting. The incredible thing, I've seen logs that look completely solid, and literally they're as soft as like a roll of wet toilet paper. You put your foot on it and your foot can go right through the whole thing. This hasn't been disturbed hundreds of years. This is pretty awesome too. Actually, everything's awesome in here. Do you come around underneath the log? When you get these really large, really debris, old trees that have died and fallen over, as they start to break down, they store tons of water. And a lot of creatures that use them as a place to get water or press on this, it's like a giant sponge. There are all sorts of different kinds of mosses too, so each one a different kind. Oh, this is perfect time to be in here. Right after it rains, and then it gets sunny, and everything just starts kind of glowing. Starting to get dizzy, I tell you. That one's about nearly 40 feet around. Sometimes you can't tell how big it is until you start going from each side, because until you get around, all of a sudden you realize, whoa, it continues over here. It's bigger and bigger the whole way around. We'll see up there is what's called the falling boundary, the boundary of the logging cut block. You'll see orange tape running along the edge there. The boundary definitely curves and sort of works in the way that includes the biggest, best trees along the edge. This one you can actually still see the last of the spray paint that was on the side. Little bits left. Nothing lasts too long in here, I should tell you as well. I mean, you leave anything here or someone makes a route through, typically come back in a year or something if you haven't done anything with it, and the forest either eats it up or washes it away with rain, or it's just gone. This one, when you come back to visit, it almost seems like you're visiting a friend or something. It has a lot of personality too. To come across it like basically a few weeks before it's surveyed, I don't know, it's just a little, seems like maybe that it's just meant to be kind of pretty much just from the amount of public attention it's got, people showing that they care about a place like this and are willing to come see it and support a community. I think that's why it's still standing.
Old trees may inspire fascination, but they also fuel profits for the logging industry. Only 2 kilometers away from Avatar, the scent of freshly cut cedars fills the air. Tight growth rings create high-quality wood, making each of these logs worth tens of thousands of dollars. Logging companies are legally bound to replant seedlings in areas that they harvest. But the chainsaw and the shovel do not always balance one another out. Symbiotic relationships between unique species and soil formed over millennia that absorbs tons of carbon make old-growth forests like Avatar Grove irreplaceable assets in the fight against climate change. As veteran tree planter Charlotte Gill says in her book, Eating Dirt, human hands can replace the trees, but not necessarily the forest.